Should we do a middle rewatch podcast?
If we start a rewatch middle podcast, then we'll be the only ones from the middle doing a middle rewatch podcast.
Ugh, you're right. Let's not do a middle rewatch podcast.
Freeze! Here's what we actually said.
Hey, Brock, let's start a middle rewatch podcast.
Let's give behind-the-scenes stories and personal anecdotes and invite listeners to tell us what the middle means to them. Inclusive space. Oh my God, Eden, that was so good. We have to write this down.
Listeners, do you remember what we... Oh, that's what... Oh, I see. I'm doing a cold read of this. Oh my God, listeners, do you remember what we said?
Baby, we've been waiting to recap this one. In case you didn't know from that, we're taking our little detour today. So remember, part of our little reshuffle for this new season of the middle recaps, every final Wednesday of the month, we're jumping to an episode in the future. So today, we're taking that detour. It's episode 602, The Loneliest Locker. And Eden, honey, it's just us, because it needs to be just us for this one.
No one else has anything to say about this except for us. Let's be real, Brock. So, all that and so much more. I don't know. So let's get to middling.
Welcome to Middling with Eden and Brock, where Eden and I break down an episode of the middle each and every week.
And sometimes I break into a random, very bad Australian accent for no reason.
And that's not the first time you've done this on this podcast either.
No, it's really abhorrent. It's horrifying, Brock.
Guess what Cameron and I did last night? Are you a Harry Potter person?
I don't know.
Okay. We saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the Pantages.
Oh, how was it?
The Magic Castle should go out of business. It is incredible, the magic that they did on that stage.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize that's where you were going with this. I thought you saw it at the Magic Castle, even though you literally just said you saw it at the Pantages. So
no, it was the second time I've seen it, but they have truly, because Cameron, one of my birthday gifts, I was in Toronto visiting him when he was filming something, and he was like, "We're going to the theater. I'm not telling you what," and we marched right into Cursed Child, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it was incredible. And seeing it the second time, I had forgotten so much of it, and so it felt like watching it for the first time. But they the magic that they do is truly a piece of theater that you've never seen before, ever.
Isn't it like 1,000,000 hours long?
So they've truncated it, where it's originally supposed to be two completely separate plays. Mm-hmm. So there's part one, which is the full play. You go have dinner. You come back for play number two, and it's the second part. And now they've combined it in the United States to only one singular show. So there's still act one, act two, but it's one singular show that's 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So it's a marathon, but it is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Okay, so we're still we're still like totally on board with J.K. Rowling.
I'm not on board with J.K. Rowling, but do I love the casting announcements whenever I see for the series for Harry Potter? Absolutely. Do I love that Warner Brothers is going to make her even more rich? Not so much.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do in this world.
But you know what I do love is all three main actors have just disassociated from her completely, 100%.
Really?
Oh my God. Daniel Radcliffe to me is one of my favorite celebrities, just because I think he walks, not only does he talk the talk, he walks the walk, and is a truly outspoken supporter of the LGBT community.
Yeah, he was the original ally.
Correct. And you know who else is a really, really incredible ally who, from the outside looking at him, you don't expect, is Guy Fieri.
That is the last person I was expecting name to come out of your mouth.
I know.
What?
I know. I think he has a sister who is a lesbian. And so I think he's ordained 100 gay weddings, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Guy Fieri. Okay.
Isn't that just, you look at him and you're like, how can this man in cargo shorts and flames on his t-shirt be
Frosted
a supporter?
tips.
Frosted tips.
Yeah. I mean, he needs a gay in his life to help him out there. He needs to be celebrity queer-eyed is what needs to happen.
I know. I need some gay at the Food Network to be like, let's take you back into the wardrobe department.
Well, that's it makes me want to be a better. I hope I'm an okay ally.
Absolutely.
Is being just a hag ally enough? Does that count anymore?
You getting that cute ass bob, baby, that's gay rights.
Thank you. LGBTQIAH for hair.
Thank you. You and Leslie Bibb from The White Lotus are sporting the best bobs ever.
Wait. Did I say this last time? That I used her as a photo reference?
I don't think so. That's incredible.
Yeah, I was like, okay, she's who I was like, oh, look at that. She can part it any way she wants. It's easy. Like, obviously, that is like some curated hair, but like, it looks easy. That looks like an easy hairstyle. Yeah. And honestly, it has been. Like, it has not. I put some dry shampoo in it. And like, I'm fine.
I'm just surprised you marched into a place. You said this on the episode that's coming out this Sunday with Casey Burke for Ehlert's tier, but you just marched into a salon and chop, chop, chop.
Sight unseen. I had never heard of this place. I said, hey, place on Main Street, you got any availability right now? They said 40 minutes. I said, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And then the guy got me like a bag of chips. He was so nice. Speaking of gay, it's like how like you can sense something, and like how like I wanted to say like cats can sense, like animals can, like he sensed something in me. I sensed something in him. We were like, we're the same. We're kindred spirits. And he was like, you look hungry. Do you want some chips? And I was like, do you have snacks? And he was like, no, I can go across the street. And I was like, what's happening?
Wait, what kind of chips did you get?
Ruffles.
Oh, I love a ruffle.
I know. It was great. It was exactly what I needed. I told him that. I was like, you see inside my soul. This is what I needed in this moment.
A ruffle just has a really nice, stable, reliable crunch.
Yeah.
Always and forever.
Yes. 100%. Wait, Brock, I know
what?
We need to get into this episode, but we need to talk about something very serious.
Oh, okay. I've got a sweating. Go.
I know, because I didn't tell you this ahead of time.
Okay, what?
Brock and I had a very, very surprising moment. We were texting about Survivor, obviously. And I found some information about you that is troubling.
Okay, please, go on.
Brock is of the opinion that Jeff Probst talks too much during challenges.
Yeah, he does.
His commentary is everything.
Okay.
Are you?
I don't need every moment filled with his voice. They have music for a reason.
It is but then it needs lyrics over it. It is instrumental, and it needs the chorus. It needs the lyrics of Jeff Probst's just unimitable, incomparable melody of, "Oh, we're starting Survivor history." See,
Out of
you never
nowhere.
know.
Yeah.
Ooh, terrible start.
But we did agree on whenever he has to like run over and check if someone's puzzle is correct, in his cargo shorts and like New Balance sneakers, he like trots over and like has to check it in a 360 degrees, and then shoots his arms up and he goes, I don't know, green team, you are winners.
I mean, it is, because I think but it's part of his commentary. He was like, I mean, he says it every time, but he's like, and they think they have it, but do they have it? As he's trotting like in like a backwards motion. He's like running forwards, but his posture leans backwards or something.
They edited it out of the episode, but some eagle-eyed person on TikTok saw in 2 episodes ago when he was like trying to run and talk at the same time, tripped and ate shit. They like edited it out of the episode, but like you see it in the corner of your screen, and he just wipes out because he was trying to run and talk at the same time. So if that's not a hint that he needs to just take a breather.
No, Jeff, you keep doing what you're doing. Do not listen to Brock or Priscilla. Keep doing it. But I needed to bring this up, and now I want to know from our listeners. I feel like there's a lot of overlap with Middle and Survivor.
I mean, if there's not, they're like, I don't remember signing up for a Survivor rewatch podcast.
We tricked them. They're in it now.
You're gonna have to deal with us till May, unfortunately, talking about this.
I also have Trader's news, but actually we're not gonna do this. We're gonna
Okay.
save it for next time, or maybe I'll tell it to you off mic.
Oh, Eden, we have comments. Let's do some comments.
Let's get some comments.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We've got Jessica from TikTok. This is referring to my story about not being a huge household name, but publications still picking up a pregnancy rumor. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She says, not that big of a celebrity. Let me tell you, Sue Hag was and is an icon in my house.
Period.
Thank you. Thank you. Apparently some people thought that too.
This comes from Kevin on TikTok, and I completely agree. She needs to play Anna Kendrick's sister in a movie. You have the same face shape. You have the same tonality in your voice. I completely see it.
Okay, Grace from TikTok says, it's not Brad if he don't have the zest.
I know that's right.
That is true. Is that a reference to something, or is that just...
No, I think it was just referring to something Brad did and just a little jazz hand.
Fantastic.
You know,
Love it.
It's not him. Jamie on Instagram said, speaking back on our Survivor podcast, Reverend Tim Tom always reminds me of Jeff Probst. I think it was the dimples.
Oh, I see that.
I actually see it from especially from the most recent version we saw of Paul when he was on our show, on the podcast. He had the curly hair that was the same length as Jeff's. He's got the really big dimples. I see it.
I do see it. I totally see it. I don't know honestly, I would love Paul Hip's, what is it called? Commentary.
Takes. Yeah.
That would be amazing. I would also love Greg Sipes's commentary.
Oh my God.
Which leads us perfectly to our next comment from Rachel on Patreon. This is regarding the Greg Sipes episode. Every Thursday at 5:30 a.m. Wow. Okay, Rachel, brag.
Rachel, we could be friends.
You could
Unlike
be.
you.
Not me. Very much asleep. So every Thursday at 5:30 a.m. while at the gym, I listen to your audio show. Today was the first day that I had to stop it. This was for sure a video episode. Yes, it was.
Yes.
When I got home, I then had to watch the video version. Greg was amazing and so funny. Love you both to pieces. Eden's so excited for your taped show. I went to the live show at San Francisco at Cobb's. Wow. Rachel, you were so cute and funny. Heart. Thank you, Rachel. That show was nuts.
A smash.
So thank you for it. I don't know what it was. I think people enjoyed themselves. It was the longest show I ever did. It was a 90-minute show.
A show that's supposed to be 60 minutes ended up being 90.
Yeah. But when I was on tour, it was about an hour 15. That one, I don't know. It just kept going. So thanks for sticking with me on that one.
Oh, Rachel.
Yeah, Greg's episode really was. If you haven't watched the video version of it, highly can't recommend more.
And on the Patreon, you missed the most iconic thing he said was after Eden reprimanded him for getting skin cancer for not wearing SPF, he just said, "I'm not afraid of death."
Is that not on the free version?
That's not on the free version.
Oh, honey. Oh, you have to get this now. Oh, I don't know what Brock cut out of. I haven't finished the episode yet. So
It was the blue bag grab because we were talking about his skincare routine. And he was like, I've had skin cancer. I'm not afraid of death.
Yeah, that was insane. I couldn't. I went back. I went up to Nick and I was just like, Nick, I don't even Cronny. I can't fathom. I can't process what just happened right now.
I sent the clip to Cameron and he goes, "Is Eden lecturing him about skincare?" I said, "You better believe it."
Cringe. Can't turn it off. Can't turn it off. On that note, let's get into some middle minutes.
This is episode 602, The Loneliest Locker. Frankie and Mike look for second jobs in order to afford a good college for Sue next year. Sue and Brad write, direct, and star in their senior play, The Loneliest Locker. But Frankie's second job keeps her from the performance. Axel furnishes his and Hutch's new rented house with items he filched from the Hex's home. Brick finds his noisy, annoying childhood toys that Frankie had deliberately stowed away, and he joyfully plays with them.
Have a lot to say about that. This episode was written by, of course, Jana and Mitch Hunter and directed by Blake T. Evans.
Guest cast, tiny, but I have to say pretty mighty. Brock Ciarlelli, me as Brad, and baby Alfonso Macaulay as Hutch.
Yep. Yeah, definitely powerhouses. This aired on October 1st, 2014. Can't read numbers anymore. At 8/7 Central and keeping strong, apparently. A solid 7.42 million viewers.
Top movie of the week, The Equalizer. And the top song of the week, All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor. Hey, Meghan.
A friend, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God. Wow. This is the start. This is the start of you. Well, you had a life before this. But this was the smash into the zeitgeist. So, hey. Okay, and now let's break down this episode, Rock.
Where's Peanut? I feel like Peanut's not been in the records lately.
I know. She was. I don't know. No, she was in the last one.
Oh, really?
She caused
I
a
missed
whole
her.
ruckus. I had to bring her outside, and then Nick was there.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
That's right.
Today, our housekeeper is here, and she is obsessed with her. Like, Peanut is obsessed with her.
Oh, got it.
And so she stays up there. She doesn't leave her side.
Oh.
Like, she is her birth mother. It is it's crazy. If, like, that's the thing. It's not even, like, I take it is personal. Because,
You're like,
yes,
hi, I'm the one that feeds you every day.
yeah, here's the thing. Like, I thought dogs were so food motivated, and like they really are. And yes, maybe it started because she gave Peanut like a lot of treats. But no. If it is between my housekeeper and a bone, a like delectable, like real, just like meat, the best, the thing she wants most in life, she will choose my housekeeper any day. Any day. She will follow her to the ends of the earth.
Oh no, that's betrayal at its highest form.
Honestly, I'm fine with it though. Like, you do you, Peanut. Good. I'm glad. Be happy. Be joyous. But so that's where she is. She's not here with me.
She's upstairs.
She is upstairs. Okay.
Before we break into this episode, Eden, guess what? I just, like, I don't know, 2 hours before we started recording, guess who I saw at Starbucks when I was getting my cold brew, no sugar, no cream, no sweetener, black cold brew?
Neil?
No. Oh. But someone middle related, Casey, Atticus's stand-in.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have told her I said hi. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know.
Sweet thing.
Love Casey, though. Love Casey.
Okay. So before we break in, first thoughts. First thoughts.
Funny, Brock.
I think so too.
Funny.
I was like, we were both pretty on. I gotta say, I thought we were really good.
I thought we were really good. It was really funny. I gotta say, I was watching this with Nick last night, and he was like, "I'm so confused. Why are we watching this random episode from season 6?" And I explained to him, I was like, "Oh, well, we're doing kind of out of order." And he was like, "Why are you doing this episode?" And I was like, "People have been asking for this episode." He didn't, because again, he's not seen any of it, and so
right.
like he was like, "Oh, this is when the rehearsal scene, was first," and he was like, that's a funny concept. And I was like, no, croon. Because I call him croon sometimes. You'll see the show. Like, this is the whole episode.
Yeah.
This is an iconic episode. People, because he was like, why do people care about this episode? I was like, you'll see.
You'll see.
People care about this episode.
It's quintessential Sue and Brad.
It is perfect. But what season was the angel death play in?
Early, so I think we're seniors, I think we said, right now in this. That was early high school. Because you know what I was expecting in that first scene? You remember there's some shot, which I think is the one where we're the Bloody Angel and the Grim Reaper, where we both say like, oh, it's the texting and driving skit, where I realize where we both shoot our hands up in the gymnasium and we're like, oh my God, I guess we're doing this together. Do you remember that?
No.
Not the least bit.
Not even no, Brock. Here's what's in my brain forever.
Yeah.
The loneliest locker. Na, 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 na. And that's
so
it.
And that's it.
And the rest has come back since I watched it last night. But like that is forever. That is in my lizard brain.
Love it. I do remember. I had to go back and look because I was like, I feel like season 6 was a good year for me. And I went back and I looked. I'm in 10 episodes this season.
Yeah.
That was, and I was like, and there, some of them I went looking. They're like huge episodes with us. It's Us on the Cow. It's the Halloween one where we did a half Danny, half Sandy. It's this one. We have a really good chunk, and so do you though too, because you're a senior, and so there's a lot of. I was looking at the titles and then I was like, oh, this is a great Sue storyline. Oh, that's a good Sue storyline.
Yeah.
Season 6 was a good year for Sue and for Sue and Brad.
It definitely was. I think that's where we really hit our stride in terms of like character development and us as characters, because I think we were able to we were old enough that we were like like when you are really 17, when you're a senior in high school, like you're people, you're fully formed people. You can say more funnier things. You can be just like more fully formed as a human and have funnier thoughts and more complete thoughts and whatever.
Totally.
But you still have the naivete of a child.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Sue and Brad.
Of course. But then you get, we'll talk about it, but like the payoff when we do see Sue's fully developed brain, understanding about her parents. We'll talk about that. I love that. I forgot about that moment. Loved it.
All of it. I didn't, I'm impressed with that. I was impressed with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like too, I don't remember specifically getting this episode, but I was looking at this because we never as actors get really the heads up of like what's happening until we get the table read draft of the script. The only two times I was given a heads up of like big things that were coming up were the coming out episode and the musical number, the La La Land musical number inspired thing. So it was always, I can't tell you the joy that like your heart swells when you're not a series regular and you see a script and you're in so much of the episode. It's like a feeling that's like, ooh, this is so much fun. We get to like have a blast all week. And I remember those feelings, and I can only imagine. I don't remember this one specifically, but just opening that script and being like, oh, we get to do this. Oh, we get to do this. Because I love the ones where I'm with you a lot, but I also really like the ones where even if it's just one scene, we have like a 3-pager and it's just you and me going for it. That's also when we also find our stride. We're doing crazy performances and sitting on your bed as we talk about Sue's problems and I help her, or, whatever. That's where Sue and Brad really are their best.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're just, yes, when there's no gimmick. Even when we're being really broad and we're performing, it's like so dumb. There's no gimmick. Like that is authentically
them.
Them.
Yeah.
And so it's the same when we're just on the bed, like, it's just straightforward. We're just talking, and you just have two funny characters getting to be funny together.
Yeah.
And so I could not agree more.
Yeah. Let's do it. Should we do it?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Wait, I need to say something else about this episode. Did you find this is just like a logistical or sorry,
what?
This is just like a logistical or a technical thing. Did you find that like the colors looked different? Did they start color correcting differently?
They might have, because I was going to say, I'll say I noticed it mainly with you and me in the living room and then Patty and Neil in the bedroom. When they lay down on the bed, I said that's usually, I just felt like we were really like lit when we were in the living room for our performances. I mean, the shine on my lips, it was abhorrent. That's when I knew I was like, whoa, baby. And just, the show's always vibrant, but especially our color palette, I was like, that's bright. But then I especially noticed it when they lay back on the bed and they're talking about how we're going to send Sue to college, whatever. Their bedroom's usually a little bit darker.
Yeah, everything was sort of, but the contrast, like everything was brighter, but less, contrasty. I don't know. I think they got maybe a new color corrector or like they started doing it a little different because the kitchen was also like lighter. It almost seemed like more washed out or something.
You know what? I actually, now that you say that, we have some fancy TV and Cameron has some setting on it that drives me insane. But when some type like the exposure or there's whenever like the TV notices that the color could be slightly adjusted, it automatically like darkens it or evens out the contrast, and that was going off like crazy in this episode. As now that you mention it, especially in the kitchen, it was
weird.
like it would cut back and forth, and it would like be on a shot of you and go darker, but then go on to Patty and then adjust back to normal, and would kind of go back and forth like that. So I will actually say, as proof of my TV of trying to adjust to find its normality, it probably is a little bit different than normal.
Yeah, it was really, I'm very curious. If anyone has any answers, like if any of the crew on the middle listens to this and they can tell me one way or the other, or if Eileen and Deanne know the answer to this, let me know, because it really bumped me. At first I was like, whoa. And now, you know what, let's get into the episode, because I'll tell you. The episode starts in the kitchen with no music.
That was my thought. No voiceover whatsoever.
No voiceover, no music, no nothing. I was like, oh, this is season 6.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we don't need it anymore. We don't need it. It can be, not that they, like, it can be a crutch, or it can be, it's like training wheels.
Yeah.
For the audience, for the show, for this to be like, is everyone on board? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And now, season 6, they all understand. So we're in the kitchen. we're in the kitchen and Frankie is looking for everyday items because the everyday items have started disappearing. And it doesn't take Frankie and Mike long to figure out that Axel has been ransacking the house for his new place with Hutch. And then Sue comes racing in and tells
She's
Mike,
never not racing in, let's be honest.
I've never walked at a normal pace as an actor into a room.
Okay, continue.
Never. Sue comes
Barreling in.
Sue comes barreling in at a normal pace for Sue and tells Mike and Frankie that her ACT scores are through the roof. This means her opportunities for college are wide open. But Mike and Frankie realize they are so screwed. Not wanting to dash Sue's dream, Mike says that he will pick up more shifts at Little Betty's, and Frankie will pick up another job too. Yes, this makes sense. I remember shooting this. I remember Charlie in the background I remember him saying, "Ooh, a challenge."
Yeah.
And being like, "Don't break, don't break,
Right.
don't break."
This is also the first full episode with that retainer because I can notice because we just watched obviously when we have your braces and then now we switch to the retainer because the episode right before this is called Unbraceable You, and
That
so
was Richard Kind, right?
I think so. Did he play the dentist? I have no idea actually.
Orthodontist, yeah.
And so that's when your teeth move. So you don't get the retainer until like the very, very, very end, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
I have no idea, but that makes
Sure.
sense to me.
Because you're like, oh, we're getting the braces off and their teeth start to shift. And so they're like, oh, retainer. And that's at the very end. And now this is your first full episode with the retainer. And I don't think you sound bad, but you definitely sound different than when you have your Invisalign braces on.
For sure. I had 3 distinct adjustment periods. It was learning to talk and not get my mouth cut up with the braces. Mm-hmm. And then, learning to talk with the retainer, a real retainer. And then learning to re-talk without them. And that was obviously the easiest one because that was like, oh, I just know how to... Honestly, learning to enunciate with those braces and then really the retainer, like 2 completely different palate forms.
Yeah.
I think that is boot camp. If you need help enunciating... boot camp, because then it was just easy. So it's like it's training at a high altitude.
You have to figure out what that diction is and not sound like you're hissing your S's and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And I noticed it too. I sounded different. That sounded really weird.
Okay, so we're in the basement as Axel and Hutch continue to raid. Brick finds a slew of his old toys that make loud and annoying noises that Frankie took away throughout his childhood. And Brick plans to play with them to make up for lost time. That wig, different wig from Patty Heaton, baby.
Honestly, I loved it.
Me too. I don't know if people know. I think we've said this, but eventually, I think starting season 2, Patty started to wear a full-blown wig throughout every single episode.
But the wig changed. Like, yeah. I didn't, not just the flashback wig. Like, you could tell the difference between, because season 2 was a wig. Mm-hmm. Season 1 were clip-on bangs.
Sure.
She just clipped on the bangs. And then she was like, no, this isn't enough. I don't want to have to deal with hair and makeup, or with hair. Yeah. Which, by the way, 100%, my next show, wig, hands down. And then, so then season 2 wig. And then after, I think they just changed it every so often. I think to just like signify time passing. Like,
of course.
That's so weird if you have the exact same hair.
Yeah.
But so it's weird. I think this one looked more like a wig to me.
And I'm trying to remember. I think it was season 2, maybe 3. She had even maybe shorter hair than you, where she had like short hair. I remember because she got her star on the Walk of Fame at some point during the middle, and she had, I remember the photo vividly, short hair.
Oh yes, she did. She had very little hair.
Yeah.
She's one of those people who could do any hairstyle, any hair length, any hairstyle. She just has that like blank canvas face, like the perfect shape for just like anything.
And I adore, I don't know if we said this to her when we saw her in person, I adore her gray hair. Her silver looks so good on her.
Yeah.
So good on her.
Honestly, not what I ever would have expected for like her hair trajectory.
Me
her
neither.
Hair journey.
No, yeah.
And I'm honestly, I'm very proud of her.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love it.
She looks so good from her body is great. Her face looks great, so that you can really then pull off any color and it doesn't age you. She just looks incredible.
Well, I don't know who her plastic surgeon is, because a woman does not age, period.
Never.
Like, she doesn't age because she just does like, I do when I, give in, submit to the To the patriarchy.
Maybe soon, because you're getting rid of your ponytails that are supposed to like lift everything up, right?
I know it was supposed to lift everything up. No, yeah. If I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm sure when I get rid of my morals and I'm like, no, I'm not going to put needles in my face. I'm sure when eventually I'm like, oh God, I want these 11s away because I need to look young forever. I will be calling Patty Heaton. I will be like, I'm going to be your person.
Yeah. She's not shy about it either.
No, not at all.
No,
I love it. It's my favorite thing. Because why? What's the point? That's
of course
insane. I think it's honestly more dangerous for society to be secretive about it.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
That creates these standards that are like, are we really thinking? Are we expecting people to just? Are we thinking people are doing this naturally? Because this is not what it's like to normally age.
Yeah,
that is not what it looks like. Anyway, this is one of the most unhinged ones for us.
Yeah, we're all over the place. Also, you know who wrote me was G. Charles Wright like 2 days ago. And he said, I want to come back on your podcast. And I said, we absolutely need to have you because you were our first person. And we've started since you've been on recapping episodes with guests. And I want to hear his commentary. Mainly for like something like this, the young guy who played Brick, that young little actor. How do you audition a child like that who has no lines? Do you just bring him in and give him a toy? You know what I mean? Like, how do you audition someone who's 4 like
Great
that
question.
or 5?
Well, if he wasn't on the guest cast, that means he was in fact a featured extra. So I don't think he had an audition. He probably was just like picked out of a lineup, you know?
Wow. How do you make sure that a kid can play and grab a thing of juice? It's incredible to me.
I think sometimes you can't. I think sometimes it's a crapshoot. I mean, maybe you can meet them in person first. I don't know. But I have to say, this was my take on the noise toys as a mom now. Like, those toys are visceral.
Oh.
Before I got it, I understood. You don't need to have kids to understand how annoying those toys are. And like, you get it immediately. Like, oh my God, I'd lose my mind if I was listening to like, moo, 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 you know, whatever. But oh my God, those toys those are real. Like, those are real toys. When Brick came in with the popcorn.
Oh my gosh, the lawnmower thing. Yeah.
Yes. And again, I have 2. We had 3 of those.
Oh no.
Those went away immediately.
One for baby A, one for baby B, and one for Nick, right?
Yes. Yes, no, these toys, these are gone in our house.
Oh, okay. Silent toys from here on out. Stuffed animals only.
Literally wooden blocks. You were getting plain wooden blocks and markers. And honestly, they're much better for it. They're better humans for it.
There you go.
Upon hearing Sue and Brad are writing the senior play, now even bettering Sue's chances at a good college, which I don't know if that's true.
It's an extracurricular, I bet so.
Maybe. Frankie gets a job working from home for Econo Blue Airlines. And as Mike tries to leave for work, Sue and Brad show Mike what they've come up with. A fabulous and grounded performance about Savannah, a lonely, bulimic teen.
No, take it back. I need you to perform it like you did on the show. A lonely, please.
How did I say it on the episode I just
I don't know,
this?
but I need your pass at it.
Okay, here's how I would have, if I read this now as a suit line, if I read this in the script, this is how I would have tried to, in this, like, the context, let me get into it. This is how I would have tried to do it.
Please.
Okay, about Savannah, a lonely bulimic teen who's bullied and cuts herself and has anorexia and problems with alcohol and abuses ADD medication.
That's, I think, pretty, I'm going to put the clip from the show right there, and I'll bet you that's pretty close.
Okay. So we're calling it The Loneliest Locker, and it's about Savannah, a lonely bulimic teen who is bullied and cuts herself and has anorexia and problems with alcohol and abuses ADD medication.
I gotta say, it really did, because again, I don't have any memory, like, it comes back to me as it happens, but I don't remember this, so the line just kept going.
It kept going. It's so many things. And then, of course, Mike's follow-up sounds like Savannah's got a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure also, I think we really did entertain Neil during this.
Okay, I remember him, he's not like a laugher for anything. Like, when you get like a good guttural laugh from him, it feels good. But I just remember him sitting on the couch with the slightest little smirk like this, because it's ridiculous and funny.
And also, as we know, if you listen to our Neil episode, I really rail into him about him being a theater person.
So he understands.
Him loving his feelings. But he really is. He is, at his heart, a theater person. And so he definitely. And we've said this. I don't know if we've said this on TikTok or where we've said this. But just to be clear, that energy focus, that is the only thing that Brock and I have ever in the history of the show been able to improvise.
Correct.
That was us. They let us do that.
Incredible. And that was the energy focus was you. And I think the hand movements were me.
Okay, Mr. Heck, imagine this is a hall.
Got it.
Energy, focus.
Because I think also, too, look, I was looking at the script. A lot of it was, I do remember, a lot of it was our creative freedom. So I remember Eileen is a very, speaking of laughing, Eileen Heisler, who always watched our rehearsals, our showrunner, is a generous laugher. But at that point, I remember what actually got her and what she was like, that's where a laugh would go from the audience. Yes. You know what I mean? During these rehearsals. And I do remember our first pass at it. And I started with the hips moving, that pretend walking and the shoulders. It's just like, it got her good. It was, I remember her laughing a lot at that. Yeah. So great.
100%. I think they saw that we were so excited about this, and they were like, we're gonna feed off this energy. Like they don't need us a ton for this specific thing.
Where also too, there's nothing in the script where like Mike walks in and we're in the midst of rehearsal. We're fully punching each other. That's nothing. That's not in the script. I don't know where that came from, but it was clearly one of our ideas.
Oh my God. This was genuinely so fun. And we had different departments to work with also, because did Melanie came in? No,
she did not.
Was this us?
This was Melanie Free, which is why I think it's so in my mind. And I love Melanie. Melanie's great. I can't wait to get her on. But I also think like we knew Brad and Sue so well to what they would do. Because I remember going back in like Video Village and, in the depths of the soundstage, creating what that looked like, the movements and practicing that. And I remember when we were like, freeze, boom. We thought it was funny to hit a pose that had nothing to do with walking when we were hitting a brand new pose of like, freeze, as opposed to just like stopping the walk. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I'm having memories. I'm like, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. It really is. This was so fun. This was us. Because I was even thinking, I was like, wow, these movement, like these are so real.
Yeah.
Like this choreography is real. And we got to do stuff together. We made this happen. And I remember, because I was like, wow, I gotta credit where credit is due to past me and past you. I think I genuinely, I was like, let's not, you learn it more than me.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to have it 100% down so that because it's really hard thing to fake being a little bit off.
Yeah. It's the same thing with like dancing and singing. It's hard to be bad if you know how to carry a tune.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it comes off so easily being not having the choreography 100% memorized. If you're doing the bit of, I messed up the dance move, it's such a genuine thing to like, oh shoot, let me get back to it. Because you don't want to be doing the wrong move. Like in real life, you're trying to do it right.
Of course. Yeah.
And so also the nod to you of ready. And then I turn into you. I guess we're jumping ahead to the real performance, but it,
there's the micro moments of, which is why I think it felt so good in the moment. And I think honestly why it resonates with fans too is just that whole Dallas, and we're writing it down. Oh, echo. That's all a little bit ad-libbed of add that in the thing. I don't know when I developed it, but to me, Brad always had a voice crack whenever he would get excited. And so oh my God, I was like, that's full Brad. I don't know. What I liked was just the creative freedom where we knew our characters so well at that point that I'm glad that they trusted us, because it's not that they don't trust us, but there's a lot of here's what's etched out in the script. Let's play what's in the script, and we had a lot of opportunities to build it outside of the script, which was nice.
Well, I think it is. It's again, it's not that they don't or didn't trust us, but I think when you have obviously we spent much more time with Eileen than with Deanne, and we know from talking to them, we know from working with them, like, and I don't think this is anything that Eileen would be, she would be offended by, because I, likesies like I identify with this. She is a nervous demeanor,
Sure.
She has she has a, when you run at a high frequency, you have a certain they are very particular, and that's why they had a show on the air for 9 years. Like, they knew exactly, they had a very specific vision, and then they made sure that it was executed exactly the way that they wanted it. Like,
Fabulous,
they really
yeah.
made sure it was a cohesive, every single episode fit into a cohesive mold. So they were very particular, and Eileen runs anxious. And so I think, and also coming from comedy, music, that whole thing, the laughter you're talking about from Eileen, it's also a very multicam thing. A lot of her laughter was for the rhythm.
Totally.
She always laughed when you were supposed to laugh, just to get the rhythm of it. So she was sometimes, because I do it too, sometimes it was it almost is like a nervous laughter. It's oh, is this gonna play? But let me laugh here to make sure that everyone knows that this is supposed to be a joke. So when you get those moments of, like you were saying, the authentic, when you can see everyone's body just relax, when it's not a let me put a laugh here so that we know that that this is a joke, this is the rhythm of a joke, and just make sure everyone is on board with this. When it's just a laugh, it really changes. It changes the whole dynamic. It changes kind of what you're doing. It changes it from
Especially because too, I think what I remember with Eileen particularly was, and it happened in the table read, and you can tell from the cacophony of laughs that come from the writers who are there and the producers and maybe the network and the studio, whoever's there. But when it's in rehearsal, crew members are usually pretty polite, and if they are watching rehearsal, they don't make a lot of noise out of respect for the actors. And so when Eileen, I know when you get a genuine laugh out of her, it's because you did something that was unexpected in a way that didn't detract from the writing, but enhanced the writing. And I think the thing that I remember most from that particular aspect from this episode was when we created those walks. Because I think they said they walk in place, but I don't think Eileen was expecting them to be that dramatic or that exaggerated, but it built in another joke because we start it and there's another joke to start the walking, and then you get the other jokes when you start talking. And I don't think she was necessarily expecting that, which felt good.
No, it did. It really did. Also, when you get crew laughs, for the record, it's a huge, it feels, it's oh my God, it's a win, because it's not even that they're trying to be polite. It's that they have jobs to focus on. When they're watching rehearsal, they're not watching our performances or for the lines. They might not even know 100% what's going on in the scene. They're watching to be okay, where are they standing? Camera department is looking, where's the camera going to go? The lighting department is where are we going to hang the lights? Props is what props do they need? Is she wearing a watch right now? What's happening? So when they're already focused on something completely not performance based and you get a laugh out of them, it means that it was uncontrollable.
It was good. It feels good. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I love that scene. Okay, so Frankie's hitting a wall with the job and the distractions at home, but is not ready to give up yet. Mike, on the other hand, wants to tell Sue her dreams are dead. Brad and Sue ask Frankie and Mike's opinion on Savannah's fate, which of course mirror their opposite opinions on handling Sue's college dreams.
Which I saw coming. Your line at the end, I saw that coming from. I was oh my God, this is perfect, because this looks like they're really thinking about. They're really thinking about what they've written.
Okay, you and Savannah go live in the fairy world where she's heading for a big disappointment, and no one that loves her protected her from it.
My body's tingling. We just move people with art.
So I was oh my God, what is Brad's button going to be? What is Brad's line going to be about? Or someone's line about wow, we've really affected them. It was great. After Mike takes back couch cushions from Axel and Hutch's place, which I didn't actually understand why he did that.
I think is a little spiteful because he took back the OG cushion that was from their couch, the singular cushion.
Absolutely, but those were trash cushions. I was why does he want trash cushions at his house? I guess you do things when you're feeling rageful. That's fine. But he took the couch cushions back from Axel and Hutch's place. It is the night of the play. Because of an unexpected weather storm. When I say brain thoughts. Unexpected weather storm. Frankie has to work. But it's a shift from hell because of Briggs' noisy and aggravating childhood toys. Frankie is fed up.
Did you catch before Mike came in to take the couch cushions, when Charlie opened up the nightstand, tosses a cookie to Alfonso? Did you see? That was executed perfectly, where he caught it in his mouth.
Cookie me.
Oh!
Oh, yes.
Have I never shown you the video? I had to have shown you the video from behind the scenes from, I don't know, it must have been season 5 or 6, honestly.
Which one?
Where Charlie and I are so bored, or like just, I don't know, loopy, and he starts filming trying to throw a cheese ball, or like,
yes, I have seen that. Oh yes, the
and then
cheese
Patty
ball.
Gets involved.
Yeah, I thought it was a cheese-it. It's a cheese ball. I knew it was
It's a
something
ball,
cheese.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so he was always, I 100%, I see, I mean, Cookie Me is a line, so it must have been in the script, but like, that seems like something that Charlie and Alfonso were like, well, we can do this, right?
Yeah.
Let's make it, because I'm sure they could have changed it to be like, Cookie Me, like, place it in his mouth or whatever.
Totally.
That did not bump me, or didn't even like phase me. I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's perfect aim from Charlie.
No.
Okay, so it's showtime. Axel, Mike, and Brick are in the crowd. Brick's playing his game, and Mike will give Axel 1 cushion for every hour he sits through. And the Loneliest Locker play is flawless, complete with hard-hitting messages, turtlenecks, and pantomime Jeep driving. Sue and Brad finish the performance with an encore edition of their Loneliest Locker song, inviting the audience to join hands and sing along. They got the place till midnight. It couldn't have gone better. Now, I'm going to play something for you.
Oh boy.
I went back through our emails, and I have the sample that they sent us of this is what the Loneliest Locker sounds like. So, here it is.
The loneliest locker, enough's enough. If we say hi to each other, high school won't be so tough. And don't ignore somebody just 'cause they're new, 'cause that new somebody could someday be you. The loneliest locker is forever open, never to close. We sure are hoping 'cause we got the combination for love.
How incredible is that?
I just want to make sure, does Jana know that you're going to play that?
No, but I'll ask her.
Okay, make sure she's okay with it. I'm sure she will. I was like, oh, who's going to be on this recording? Because it's either going to be a hard yes or a hard no.
Right. So that was Jana Hunter, one of the writers of this episode, who, baby, she's a performer. She's a writer first, but she's a performer close second.
I didn't realize she could sing.
Oh, baby. She can do it all. She can do improv. She can act. She can sing. She can write. She can do it all. How incredible is that? So those are like, whenever Eden and I would have a song or a performance or something, right before the table read, or with the table read draft, we'd get an MP3 file of what it's supposed to sound like, so Eden and I can do it during the table read, because obviously there's a specific tune that they want us to hit for the Loneliest Locker song.
That was honestly, I thought it was going to be like a little bit different. No, that was just exactly we didn't. I'm surprised they kept the whole song in.
I'm not.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's really a testament to how we did it justice. Like, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it well.
Yeah, but it would sometimes be like we would get. We used to get a lot of those. So that's kind of what happens. So like for the musical number episode, we would get a sample before we went into our fancy Hollywood recording studio to record the actual vocals of it, the acoustics, right? The instrumental rather of the songs. Or if we had to sing Day by Day from Godspell.
Yeah.
They would send us an MP3 of that, of the specific point that they would want us to sing that. So those are kinds of things. And I always love when it's one of the writers.
I know. I really thought it was going to be Eileen. It's really, that makes me so, it makes me very happy. Like, I wonder if Jana actually wrote this. Who wrote the melody to this?
we'll ask. I should have texted Jana before we recorded. I'll text her, and we'll talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah,
when we do our catch up.
Okay, wait, just one thing, because I was watching this. I got a bunch of comments when I started doing my show, and I posted pictures from it, and then I posted a couple of clips because I had never before filming the special. I just hadn't really filmed it. But there were a number of comments that were like, "This is really giving Loneliest Locker." I didn't quite see it until watching this again, and I was like, you know what? It kind of does.
It's stripped down. You got the black curtain.
It looks and I usually did it in black box theaters, especially at Fringe. My room, genuinely, my venue, quote unquote,
Right,
looked like this. My wardrobe, even, it really was giving I was on a sitcom.
Oh my gosh, how funny is that? They did create, so just so they know, we filmed that is the gymnasium of the high school where they put up all the black curtains. So you can probably tell from when you can see the hallway in the background when Mike's on his phone call with Frankie, but that is the gymnasium that they just covered with black curtains.
Which
to make
makes sense.
Performance area.
Didn't they try, were they even try, that could have actually been the gymnasium?
I would think so, yeah.
Right?
I was surprised they didn't just save the money and not do as many black curtains, because it absolutely would make sense that it would be in the, Cafe Gymatorium.
Yeah.
I remember, so as we said just a couple minutes before, we didn't have a choreographer for this. So you and I did everything, which was so fun, to the point where I do actually, now that you said you don't want to do it over and over again, at least you, because now that you say that, I remember it. And even as I'm going back and thinking about what I just watched a couple hours ago, there's one point in which I do this back motion and you look at me and go, oh yeah, it's the back. Where we're checking in with each other, and these combinations are crazy that we're trying to get our lockers open.
Really, I feel like I remember taking this so seriously.
I know, because they gave us the freedom. Because I was fully expecting Melanie Gage, our choreographer, to be on this episode, and she wasn't. Yeah. Adore her, but I'm glad we were able to do it just us for this one.
I think when it's that's the thing. There are certain things some things have to be highly, highly, highly choreographed in order to be funny. You don't realize it, but when it's true dancing, it's you need a choreographer, or if it's a true stunt, you need a stunt coordinator. Mm-hmm. But when it's something where with something like this, where it's it's really for the funny of it, and it doesn't have to be that good, even though sometimes it has to be choreographed to look not that great. Mm-hmm. For this, it really could actually be just not that great. And I think having a professional in there it almost could harm it sometimes.
Because even if what they do choreograph is funny and nice, what's nice about having us do it is that it feels fresh. I think what I liked about us doing it is that it felt almost like life imitates art. We were creating this piece that we were going to have to perform in front of cameras, where it's a different rehearsal process in which if someone were to choreograph it, we'd have to remember, oh, I'll put my back up and you have to, oh yeah, that's when Sue is supposed to check. Oh yeah, we go back to back right there.
Yeah.
You don't get as authentic of a moment if it's choreographed.
And for the record, it was choreographed. When I say we took it
seriously, yeah.
I remember I feel like it started, we were okay, this is going to be funny. And then we were very serious towards the end. We were well, we have to really let's really
down to the point where when we're supposed to do our heart with the two of us, I remember you saying we decided that instead of us being in unison where our downstage arm was the bottom of the heart, we flipped it. One had the upstage arm was down and the other one had it reversed. That kind of stuff. But also, too, we just had the freedom to play, which I appreciated I remember when I said, what is it? I can't be friends with her. I'm quarterback of the football team.
Have you talked to her?
I can't talk to her. I'm quarterback of the football team.
Well, I can't talk to her. I'm top cheerleader.
Yeah. They let me do a couple of them, and I got so crazy because I thought the gayer I sounded, the funnier it was. So I think they landed somewhere in the middle. But I remember doing one crazy one where I was I can't be friends with her. I'm quarterback of the football team. You know?
Okay. Oh, and this was something, because I didn't realize you hadn't watched the episode yet. I texted you last night.
Oh, yeah.
Just the random, just no quotations, no nothing, no context. Now you're mine. And then I was like, sorry, just had to jot that down before I forgot. And I laughed so hard at the ADD. Like, I'm using you to study for whatever, study for one test. Ha! Now you're mine. Or whatever it was. I don't even know if that was the exact line. Oh my God, Brock, you were in true form, in rare form, you were perfect.
Thank you. And so, same with you, by the way. I'll tell you, the sight gag that got me the most was a pop when we're in the Jeep and I have that silk scarf. The wind machine. Oh my goodness.
It really did. I was like, oh man, did they know at the time? Like, this really, I didn't know at the time that this would this really did solidify. Like, I understand why people use the word iconic about it.
Sure.
It truly, iconic, like, it feels emblematic.
Yeah.
Like, it is the poster for Sue and Brad. For it is so. It's funny. It's a TENTPOLE. So now we're moving on. We are back at home. So when Sue comes home, she is so upset that Frankie missed the whole play because of her work crisis. And Frankie openly admits she doesn't know how they're going to send Sue to a great college. That really did get me. She said, "You're missing it. You're missing all of it. You're missing my senior year." I was like, I felt it from the opposite. I felt it from the mom perspective, where I felt honestly a little bit like frustrated with Sue, where I was like, missing your senior year. First of all, it's your senior year. Like, it's your senior year. Relax. And also, like, she's trying to do this for you. Like, she's trying. You need to, But then, of course.
Yes.
Sue is taken aback with Frankie's admission, and she tells her parents she would never want them to do anything that makes them work harder than they already do. Proud, Frankie and Mike are determined to help Sue no matter the cost.
Don't talk yet. You were phenomenal. You wanted to say something, but I need to get something out before you even speak. You were phenomenal in that scene. Whoa, what a payoff. Because the episode, Loneliest Locker, is ridiculous, but it gets such a payoff because of your performance and Patty's performance. But I adore how grounded you were, because it brings it to a real place. Because if you just do the Loneliest Locker, it's crazy. It's madness. It's so broad. It's whatever. But because of your wonderful acting and reacting to Patty's speech, you're fabulous. Now you may speak. I just need to sing your praises.
I love you so much, bro. Yes, thank you. I will take that. I kind of knew, or like, I was not expecting it. I was like, oh, that wasn't pretty good. Oh yeah, that was good. I maybe could have, I feel like, I wasn't even thinking at that, like, watching it, usually I'm like, oof, could have done that better. But I was like, you know what, that was well reacted. I was like, oh God, yeah, I don't think, like, the same way like my own kids do it. Again, they're only 3.5, but like sometimes when I expect them to react a certain like kid way, and then they really don't. They really are like, they're super like, okay, this is a long walk and this is insane. But yesterday I took one of my kids mini golfing, right, because we're trying to have solo days, and it was amazing. She had asked for a dark blue ball. And my kids are very, 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 very particular. And then when we got there, the guy was so nice because he assumed I was there with this. I had gone there the day before with my other kid. And and they're identical twins. So it looked like I was just there again with the same kid. And my first kid, baby A, had wanted a purple ball. And so the day before, I just paid for a kid's ticket because I wasn't going to play. And he was like, yeah, kids under 4 are free, but like if you just pay for a kid's ticket, then I was like, okay, great, got it. So I come back the next day with this other child who looks identical to the one before, and he's like, hey, this is 10 a.m. on a Thursday, like, who's going mini golfing?
I remember we had a phone call right before while you were on your way. Yeah.
And so I went there, and he was like, hey, he was like, so just her again? And I was like, yeah. And I got out my credit card to pay. I was like, but a kid's ticket again? Can I just do a kid's ticket? And he was like, it's just her. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, she looked at her, this tiny little human, and he was like, he like shook his head. He's like, no. And he just gave me the club and the ball. He was like, don't worry about it. It's 10 a.m. on a Thursday. Like, nobody's here. So he let us in for free, which was so nice. This is all getting to the point that he handed me the stuff, really nice, and then walked away. But he gave me a purple ball.
Oh, no.
So my kid remembered. She was like, I want my dark blue ball. And I wasn't gonna I didn't want it because he let us in for free.
Right.
I wasn't gonna be like, can we actually have a blue ball? And so I like went to her and I was just expecting to be, you know, a tantrum or whatever. And I sat down and I explained to her, I was like, hey, you know what, babe? Like he it was actually really nice. He let us in for free. And like he handed us a purple ball. Would you be able to just, or I don't think I answered the question. I was like, so like, can you be flexible? How about, here's the purple ball that he gave us. Let's just use, are you gonna be okay if we do just the purple ball? And I was really expecting a whole thing. And she was like, okay, I understand.
A little Sue Heck.
She honestly did look like she was holding back tears, but she also looked like she genuinely understood. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I shouldn't cry at that, but I was like, thank you for understanding. Like, thank you for being so mature about it. So when your kids surprise you, this is all to say, this is the longest walk in history too. When your kid surprises you and they don't fight and they are like genuinely, you know, they react like adults and they understand your perspective as an adult, it is like simultaneously, it's like the most heartbreaking thing in the world. I'm like, all I wanted at that moment was to be like, oh my God, you should have the blue ball.
Yeah.
You should have a blue ball.
Just like Frankie and Mike were like, God, we should send her to whatever college she wants to.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's got to be such a relief or proud moment as a parent to be like, oh, my kid is showing this sense of maturity that's way beyond where they should be. Because that's what I felt with Sue. And I was like, oh, I do love that. She's only 17. I'm not you don't expect a 17-year-old to fully get it, the struggles of money and working and missing something. But the fact that, and I bought it, it didn't feel out of sorts or they were trying to milk a moment that wasn't genuine. It felt earned and it felt Sue had the maturity in her depth like that.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure in the moment with the like, I know, I wasn't serious about any of this. I couldn't even tell. I was like, oh, is she actually covering right now? Like, is it maybe a combination of both? Or I don't know. Again, those moments are like kind of hard they're really specific to play because like, you don't want to be too really devastated. You don't want to play it too, oh no, I'm fine, because that's not human. But also like, I don't know, they're fun, they're like interesting acting moments, especially when it's like because I'm very uncomfortable with having to play something straight or play something serious. Like, ugh, I don't want to. No, I'm a comedy person. Let me I'll do anything for the joke, for the laugh. But so when you have those moments that are like, it's super cringe if you don't play them seriously, but if you play them too serious, then it's like, we lose the genre we're in. Yeah. So like, I don't know. It was a sweet scene. There was no laugh, but it still worked in the show. It was it's a good moment. Okay, and there's a deleted scene.
There's a deleted scene. So this was supposed to be the tag. A tag, for those of you who don't know, it's like the tiniest, I don't know, half a page scene that just finishes out the episode. This tag got cut completely from the episode, but it revolves Brick's storyline. So I'll do stage directions, and Brick and Mike, would you like to play Frankie as you usually like to?
Of course I do.
Okay, great. So interior kitchen, another day, day 8. Brick plays with a loud barking, flipping happy dog toy. He stops and chucks the toy into the basket. Brick says, all right, I'm done. He walks off down the hall to his bedroom. Frankie and Mike share a look. Mike says, thank God. So can I finally haul that crap to Goodwill?
Oh, no. When our kids have kids, guess who's getting the box of noisy toys? That's right, my friend. Revenge is the dish best served noisy.
And she picks up the box and heads to the basement. As the box continues, its cacophony of annoying sounds. Cut to black, end of show.
What was the actual last scene? Cute, understand why it was gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
The actual last scene was them on the bed talking about how great you are.
Yeah, that's
felt like the right way to end it.
Yeah.
Wow. What a fun episode to watch.
I'm very glad. My only regret is that I didn't get to watch it with you, like physically with you.
Oh, I know.
But just as good. I'm so glad we got to talk about this. I think this has been my funnest memory lane. This is my funnest lane of memory that we've gone down so far.
Now that you say that, okay, so next time we do a big tentpole episode of you and me next to each other on a couch watching.
100%.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
Okay, so when we come back, we've got our listener voicemail.
So, Eden, today's voicemail comes from Kelly.
Hey, Brock and Eden. My name is Kelly, and I have a quick question. So I was wondering about how the filming schedule worked. So there are just so many episodes a season. I imagine it probably took up more than half the year for each season to air. So I was wondering if you were already done filming that whole season before it premiered for the viewers, or if you were still filming, the back half of that season or whatever after it had premiered, and if some of the feedback or anything like that from viewers impacted any decision making that was made for rewrites or direction or filming or anything like that for the episodes that had not yet been filmed or had not yet aired. Just curious about how all of that played out. Love the pod, love the show. Thank you so much for just being a bright spot, and keep up the great work.
Oh my God. Well, thank you,
Love
Kelly.
it.
That is a fantastic question because it has an answer. It's not a murky answer. It is a very specific and clear difference between network television and the 10 episode blocks that you see on streamers. Those shows, absolutely, they are filmed, they are packaged, and then they are signed, sealed, delivered, and then 9 months later or however many months later, then you see all of them. No, yeah, network TV. Let me tell you something. At a certain, we film from August to around April, I think, or maybe
I would say early April, right?
Early April, yeah, or end of March.
Yeah.
And so the actual TV, it's kind of like a school year. The season that you see is from September to May or June or whatever. And so at the beginning, we I think have it's a 5-week difference. We film it and then 5 weeks later you see the episode that we have just filmed, but it gets more and more the closer the time as the season goes on, the time gets closer and closer. So there is a point in the season where there is I think maybe 2.5 week turnaround where we're filming and then you are seeing it 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. Someone's going to correct me. Someone's going to be like, it's not that close, but it is it's very tight. And absolutely, things change. There's obviously some advance, they're writing them well in advance, but not totally in advance. It's all happening in real time.
Yeah,
so
that's sorry, no, go ahead.
I was just that's how you end up having characters like Brad or these characters who end up becoming fan favorites. That's how you get them. How it's when people say it started as a 2-episode arc or whatever, it's because you have live feedback. You see how the episode did, not just how fans reacted, but how how everyone is reacting, and you see the chemistry unfold in real time. So you can change the course of anything.
Yeah. I think the difference between, so as you were saying, you see something on Netflix, a season that drops and it has all 10 episodes, that whole season is written. And so when we're talking that episodes are written as we're going, the writer's room has a general idea of where things are headed, big staples that they want to kind of hit. Sue's graduating high school. At season 6, it's Sue's senior year. Obviously, we're working towards Sue. They probably know we need to find Sue where she's going to college. We're going to see her graduate. We have these markers, but there's certain things where, and we've talked about it a little bit, where we see Frankie really involved sometimes with the work life when she's at Ehlert's. And that's kind of a little bit probably they're seeing that the fan reaction, whether it's immediate or not, but they understand, one, where the funny is. The writers can probably rely on their instincts, but then two, they do have feedback from audience members saying like, oh, I love the family, or there's certain things where you're like, they can feel it out of like, is this going to be the girlfriend that lasts forever? Is this the relationship that's going to come and go? And they're just able to kind of feel it out, one, based on their instincts, and then two, based on, I would say, audience reactions as well.
And another thing is like, that's why you also like need to, sometimes you can write things in, but other times like you can't actually, like if you're again filming a 10 episode miniseries or whatever and it's all written in advance, and let's say your actor comes in with just throwing it out there, a broken foot from a surfing accident.
Sure. I don't know who you could be talking about.
Are you joking right now?
Could it be Critics' Choice Award winner Eden Sher? I'm not sure.
If one of your actors comes in, you can take a break. You can be like, okay, we have to reassess. Let's see if we can try to figure out how to write this in, or take a 6-week hiatus or whatever for her to be in a cast. Mm-hmm. Or like, whatever. But with this, if you have big things like a pregnancy, you see it all the time where people like write in pregnancies to seasons, or they just try to hide it. But like with a random like, oh God, I came in and my foot was broken and I was going to have to be in a cast for 8 weeks. They write like 6 episodes. Like again, it's happening in real time. You can't unwrite if you have like 4, I think they're 4 to 6 episodes in advance written.
Yeah.
And those episodes go through a lot of noting, like notes from the network, from the studio, from the other writers reworking, and then like they are green lit. And so
Correct.
like you can't change, you don't have the time. You just literally do not have the time to restructure and rework. So you just have to hide things on the fly. Mm-hmm. You don't have as much like working things into storylines, unless there's like a really easy, just like a tiny little sprain or something, and you can write it into one episode. But like a huge cast, that's almost like a story point. So fun fact, they made doubles of all of my pants with a zipper.
I knew that.
For
That's
the
right.
cast.
That's right. Oh God.
But yeah, great question.
Great question.
Kelly.
Love that. Thank you for listening, Kelly. Appreciate you, honey. Okay, so next week this was our little sabbatical from our season 2 chronological order. But we're jumping back, picking up right where we left off. So we'll be doing episode 205, Foreign Exchange, with our guest, Matt Moy.
Yay! I'm so excited to see that very, 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 very funny man again.
Yes.
And reminder, everybody, we have Casey Burke, a.k.a. our beloved Cindy, as our guest for our Ehlert's tier on Patreon. And your bonus episode comes out Sunday, March 30th.
Eden, this has been a blast.
I love you so much, Brock. There is so much that has to be cut out of this episode.
I know.
We've been on here. We've been sitting at this computer just gabbing.
It's going to be a 45-minute episode. We've fully been recording for an hour and a half.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my God. I love everything about this episode, and I love you, Brock.
I love you. I'll see you next week.
Yay!
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.